So Tommy and Ghost grew up together, learned the way of the streets together, built their businesses together. They used to be really close, and it was sad to see their relationship do a complete 360 in the final season of Power. But what happened to their relationship from not being able to kill each other to wanting to put each other in a body bag? I'm diving deep into Tommy vs Ghost, focusing on season 6 of Power. So welcome back to MovieBot. Let's talk Ghost vs Tommy. Now, relationships in the streets and drug kingpins end up killing each other all the time over street issues, beef, revenge, loyalty. You live by the street, you die by the street. And Tommy is certainly someone who lives and dies by the street. He will always give credit to what gave credit to him, and that was the streets. But I just want to rewind it for a moment to one of the most powerful scenes for me in Power, which was season 4, where Ghost rang Tommy and told him to take care of his family before he was about to go down for the murder of Greg Knox and possibly getting the needle. Let's just have a look at how powerful that moment was between the two.
What do you need me to do? I need you to take care of my family. Got you.
So what changed between the two from that to this? There were many moments, but two pivotal moments in particular changed the course of their relationship, and Tommy didn't kill Ghost over Holly, Felipe Lobos, Milan, or even Jason Michich, but he did want to kill Ghost over his father. And Ghost himself, he never killed Tommy for not turning up at the spot where they were supposed to kill Kanan, where Ghost could have died, not putting the gun in the elevator and warning Jason Michich that Ghost was going to kill him, and a lot more too. But there was no coming back from when Tommy killed his first love, Angela Valdez. So loyalty was dead in the final season of Power, and Teresi's death and Angela's death were two pivotal moments in season 5 that shifted their relationship. But before we talk about Ghost and Tommy in more detail than season 6, Kanan was a character who actually foresaw what was coming. Kanan's legacy continued even after his death, and so did his conversation with Jason Michich in season 5. He said that Ghost and Tommy would eventually take each other out, and this is exactly what transpired and something that they tried to do throughout season 6. Kanan's legacy of turning Tommy and Ghost coming to fruition, and continued even further with Tariq following his footsteps. I do think it would have been quite poetic if Ghost and Tommy did actually take each other out, but then we would never have Power Force. If we never had Force to come, then maybe we would have seen the 7th season of Power, and maybe that could have actually been the ending with Tommy and Ghost eventually taking each other out. But let's talk about what happened in the lead up to season 6 and why Tommy wanted to kill Ghost. Tariq asked Tommy what grimy and snaky shit did Ghost do this time, and it was all to do with playing Tommy with the Italians, feeding the images of Teresi talking to Sax and John Mack to Vincent, which Ghost knew would force Tommy to kill his own father, Tony Teresi, making Tommy think that he was snitching on his own son, when in fact Teresi was snitching on Ghost. Tommy let everything else slide, but this, having Tommy kill his own father, who he just started to get to know, was the last straw for Tommy. For Ghost, it was the love of his life. He thought Angela turned informant and she was the female witness against Ghost that Sax fed to Proctor, which is why they met up at the old school in Queens, and this is where Tommy killed Angela, but crucially aiming for Ghost. And Tommy told Tasha that he doesn't need anyone's permission to kill Ghost because of how he tricked him into killing his father, and there was no way he was letting something like that slide. But one of my favourite quotes was from Tasha herself. "You took a shot at the devil and you missed," because killing Ghost was definitely not easy. Many tried and failed, and when you get your shot you have to take it. But the one person who succeeded in this was Tariq St. Patrick. He was the one person Ghost was not expecting to turn up at Truth to kill him, and I'm going to make a separate video on Tariq killing Ghost. But back to Ghost and Tommy. They were at a moment where Ghost no longer considered him a part of the family, having an absolute brawl at Tommy's apartment, and Ghost telling Tariq that he no longer needs to call Tommy his Uncle Tommy anymore. Despite being told Tasha to not pick sides, Tariq chose his Uncle Tommy. He chose Uncle Tommy when he never told Ghost that he was still alive, after Ghost had absolutely sprayed his Mustang at Jason Michich's warehouse, thinking he'd killed his brother. Tommy was always open and honest with Tariq, especially in the last season. He told Tariq why he no longer considered Ghost as family, because the grimy maneuver that he pulled having him kill Teresi, and one of the reasons why Tariq chose Uncle Tommy, because Ghost was never honest with him. Because Tariq asked Ghost why did Tommy want to kill him, he never gave him the answer that Tariq knew already, and this is one of the reasons why he resented his father so much, because he lied, and he lied a lot, and this is one of the key differences between Ghost and Tommy. But at the end of this episode 2, it was like Ghost saw a ghost himself, Tommy Egan. This is when he realized he was still alive. He was soon up against him once again when Jason Michich had them both attempt to bring Alicia Jimenez alive, and this is where Tommy really did unleash his inner Ghost, the finesse that we're gonna see in Power Book 4 Force. Ghost never really gave credit to Tommy. He never believed in him, telling him in a conversation at the end of episode 3 that he will always be better than him in the game. But planning with 2-Bit, Spanky, BG and Lakeisha, they used Tommy's ambulance business to snatch Alicia Jimenez and getting her before Ghost does. And one of the key differences between Ghost and Tommy at at this moment was that Ghost was all alone. Ghost had no one left, he was riding solo. Realizing that Tasha and Tariq knew about Tommy being alive shocked Ghost because things weren't going his way as they normally do. But Tommy showed us this finesse, this strategic planning, the decision making that he's gonna have to do in Force, because he'll realize that he'll have to do all the thinking for himself. And in a eureka moment, Tommy will realize in Force that he had an inner Ghost in him the whole time. And another key difference between the two came 2 episodes that followed. Tommy, being a cold-blooded killer, ran through his veins. Tommy did what he had to do to eliminate witnesses and threats against both him and Ghost in Maria Suarez and Proctor. He killed them both, whereas Ghost, seeing the hallucinations of Angela, really changed his view and his actions, with Angela telling him that actions make the man. She never told him to kill Tommy, which made him let Maria Suarez live, paying her off instead and pulling back from going after Tommy. The symbol that we saw Ghost throughout Power of him looking in his reflection after he killed someone or planning a move completely altered, just like we saw here. In contrast, he was looking into a broken mirror, symbolizing him having a broken life, being on his own, him losing everybody that was close to him, from Angela, Tasha, even Proctor, and Tariq as well, telling him that he was no longer his son and now an enemy after he left the back door open to let Tommy in. But despite all of Ghost's flaws and mistakes, issues that he was having, he always wanted the best for the people that he loved and had an emotional attachment to. And I look back at the roller situation, Ghost taking Dre off the streets to try and give him a better opportunity. All Ghost ever wanted was out from the game, but Tommy never shared the same vision as Ghost, because that was Ghost's dream, not Tommy's. But despite all of this, everybody turning on him in the end, Ghost made sure that everybody was taken care of, from killing Dre. He had Tommy's back countless number of times and even had his Mustang repaired for him, or a new one. He kept Tariq on the straight and narrow by ensuring he went to college. He left both Kate and Pa's money, so they were both taken care of. Ghost did have his flaws and also made his mistakes, but he also made sure he took care of his people in a similar way with how Tommy will now look after Cash. And the reason why Tommy survived Power and Ghost never was mainly because Tommy remained a cold-blooded killer right till the very end. Ghost never, he changed, he never wanted a life anymore, but he could never escape the life. It would always pull him back in. And with Tommy, as sad as it sounds, he never really had anyone at the end. And as bad as it does sound, the people who actually don't have any emotional ties to people will always prevail. And this is one of the reasons as to why I think Tommy did survive instead of Ghost. Ghost still held his attachment to Tariq and never saw him coming, where Tommy lost everybody already, Holly, Teresi and Lakeisha, so there no longer was an emotional attachment left for him. And now in Power Book 4 Force, we're going to see another version of Ghost through Tommy, because do I think Ghost is dead? Yes, James St. Patrick is, but no, Ghost isn't, because you can't kill a ghost. And as Joseph Sikora said, there are a lot of ghosts out there, Tariq developing into one in the next couple of seasons. Janard Sampson seems like he will have ghost-like traits, and Tommy himself, who will realize that he will need to adapt, because being a gangster drug dealer in New York and approaching Chicago with this New York way won't work. Chicago will be different, and I have no doubt now that Tommy has come out of Ghost Shadow, he'll be able to do this, and he'll be on our screens cancelling Christmas in Power Book 4 Force and unleashing his ghost side soon. So hope you all enjoyed the video. Drop me your thoughts down below on Ghost versus Tommy, their situation, and your thoughts on Tommy going into Power Book 4 Force as well. I want to know what you guys think, so drop all your thoughts and comments down below. And if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, remember to smash the subscribe button. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.